Hey guys, Carlos here with Bearable Traders, and here's my recap for today. I had two trades, one on PVH and also on AMD. Our watch list today really didn't have a lot of great stuff on it. At least for me, I didn't find anything that was trading very clean. And also, a lot of the stocks we watched in this list today, the pre-market action didn't look great. So we knew from the start that it was not as great as a watch as the one we had yesterday. Yesterday we had tons of movers, but that's okay. Sometimes the market's not going to give you all these great opportunities or a lot of movers every single day, right? So we had a great watch list yesterday we took advantage of, and today was not so great, but there were still some opportunities that came out of this. So on PBH, I was looking at the stock. It looked great for an opening range breakdown. Here's the reason why I like this stock. Here's the VWAP. You got your blue line right on here. That's your VWAP. You can see it tries to sell up, but it pushes right back down, literally right on the VWAP, just right under there. Next candle opens up, same thing. Pushes up above VWAP, cannot hold it, comes right back down. Same thing with the third one. Then eventually you got this beautiful sell-off here. That's a really nice drop. A lot of traders check out Kurt's video. He got in right in here. That's a perfect, beautiful entry for this short. He took advantage of this entire move. I like to wait a little more. This is a 933 candle. The minute it did this pullback here, I tried to get in here, but I didn't get filled. I got to find a better way to get into these short selling restriction stock. There's got to be a faster way. Right now, the way I'm doing it is I'm manually putting in my my number of shares, hitting limit, and then hitting the ask so it can populate the price here, and then putting in the number of shares, and then hitting short. That takes too long. By the time I'm doing that, the price is moving down. So I have what I use right now. I have all market hotkeys on this thing here. So I got to get some hotkeys in here for limit orders to be able to get into this short selling restriction stock. Anyway, I was able to get in here. Still a good risk to reward. Here's my risk at VWAP, and here's my reward. I'm trying to get down to this level of 86.55. So almost a 1 to 2 per se, risking 1, trying to get 2. The minute I get in, I get this nice little drop here. I take some off here. Then we get this pullback. This pullback was a little concerning, but what I liked about this pullback is that every time it went higher, it was sold back down below my entry. So the price action was showing me that it was still very weak. It was still a lot of selling pressure in here, so that kept me in the trade. Couldn't sell any lower, so this started to get concerning. The longer it waits here, again, it clearly support right in this area here. It does not want to sell any lower than this. I took some out just in case a squeeze was coming. On the next candle, I'm starting to see a pattern of it seems to be making higher highs here on the 1. The 5 is looking a little suspect as well, not looking clean towards that, it wanting it to sell off. So I just took everything out because I didn't want to get squeezed up to VWAP. And the way this was setting up, it just looked like it was going to be either a lot of chop or squeeze me up to the top. Eventually, it did sell off. It does come back and test the VWAP. This candle here probably would have stopped me out at a break even, but it does come back down and test the VWAP, and it sells nicely and hits this level and lower at 86.55. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this drop here. Literally, probably 2 minutes after I got out, this drop happens here. So I wasn't able to get into that area. My next trade was on AMD. So AMD, it looked like it was weak. Again, you had a nice downtrend forming here. So you had this beautiful pop. Again, sells just kind of like PVH over here. It sells back down below VWAP. More selling pressure here as well. And then eventually it starts building this lower highs, right? So you can see this downtrend forming here. So I got in for a short off the 1 minute. You can see how, again, it's just selling down, sells back up, and sells back down. So I got in here for a short, hoping that it will break the previous day close, right? This is my target. I want to get below here. Once it gets to this area, I was hoping I was going to get down to 28 at least after being able to break through this. It became very choppy, and here I almost got out of this trade. The only reason why I did not get out of this trade here, my stop loss was at VWAP, is that I was looking at the 5. Like, I'm looking at the 1 too much, and the 1 is very choppy in this area. And sometimes we make that mistake of looking at the 1 too much and not looking at the bigger picture. So the bigger picture was showing me that this thing was in a clear downtrend. Even with this green candle here, this is a clear downtrend here. The minute that the next candle made a new high, right here, now you're making a new high from the previous candle. This was my signal to get out. I was not going to wait for it to hit my my stop loss at VWAP. I'm going to get out once this happened, because here you clearly see there's a change in direction. So you have all these candles here going down. You have all these candles here making newer lows going down as well. This one here makes a new high in the 5. That's sometimes an indication that the trend is about to change, and it did just that. It tested these level here again, 28.10. and eventually went up and squeezed above VWAP. Again, something down here, somebody just kept buying it up. Every time they hit 28.10, there was a huge buying pressure. These guys did not want this to drop any further. So those are my 2 trades for today, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time in the pre-market show. Norman and I are going to go through this watch list here. Also get the gappers ready for tomorrow. Let's hope that we can end the week better than we did today. Take care, guys.